Hey friends, David here. Today is day 57, so we're on Psalm 57, and I'm looking forward to spending a few minutes together thinking about God's glory. So let's go to the text. Be merciful to me, O God. Be merciful to me, for in you my soul takes refuge. In the shadow of your wings I will take refuge, till the storms of destruction pass by. I cry out to God Most High, to God who fulfills his purpose for me. He will send from heaven and save me. He will put to shame him who tramples on me. Selah. God will send out his steadfast love and his faithfulness. My soul is in the midst of lions. I lie down amid fiery beasts, the children of man, whose teeth are spears and arrows, whose tongues are sharp words. Be exalted, O God, above the heavens. Let your glory be over all the earth. They set a net for my steps. My soul was bowed down. They dug a pit in my way, but they have fallen into it themselves. Selah. My heart is steadfast, O God. My heart is steadfast. I will sing and make melody. Awake, my glory. Awake, O harp and lyre. I will awake the dawn. I will give thanks to you, O Lord, among the peoples. I will sing praises to you among the nations. For your steadfast love is great to the heavens, your faithfulness to the clouds. Be exalted, O God, above the heavens. Let your glory be over all the earth. Look back at the beginning of this psalm to see the context. David wrote this when he fled from Saul and he was hiding in the cave. And look at how David describes his circumstances. In verse 1, he describes it as a storm of destruction. And in verse 3, he talks about him who tramples on me. And look at the description in verse 4. My soul is in the midst of lions, amid fiery beasts. And in verse 6, he talks about the net that was set for him and that a pit was dug in his way. David's in a cave. He's suffering. And when he is suffering, it reveals and refines what is most important in his life and also our life. And what David shows is most important is the phrase that is repeated 2 times, verse 5 and verse 11. Be exalted, O God, above the heavens. Let your glory be over all the earth. David is emphasizing worship, both praising God for his glory and praying for God's glory to be extended to the earth. David shows us that the object of our worship is what determines our response to all our circumstances. Whatever rules our heart, mind, and soul will set the agenda for the way that we live our life. David lived for the glory of God, even in the midst of a cave. He fixed his eyes on God Most High, and he demonstrated that he was enjoying God, even in the midst of painful struggle. But David also prayed. He prayed for God's glory to be over all the earth. He praised God among the nations, and he prayed for the nations. Whatever circumstances revealed to be most important to us will be the thing that we commend to others. So how can you and I live this psalm today? Very simply, by praising our God who sent his son Jesus to save the world and praying for him to make his glory known among the nations. Edmund Clowney calls this doxological evangelism, sharing God's glory with the world by bearing witness to who he is and what he has done. When we worship the Lord in all circumstances, we commend him to others. Let's remember our purpose, to glorify and to enjoy God today. Amen.